Um, so what is this? Is this like, am I checking in? Is this an interview? Like, they said down in the underworld that Oz needed up here, so what's going on? And where's, like, Earth Goddesses? Oh, okay. I never heard of them. Yeah. Me? Okay. I don't even believe in, like, religion. Um, I think, like, I used to say shit when I was little, but they just told me that was my imagination, so. But I knew they were real. Of just like little fairies and like pot plants used to talk to me, say things, animals, I used to hear animals talk. I used to like know what people were thinking when they were around me. I used to think it was my fault that they were in a shitty mood. I think my brother was the same. But so I'm just learning from the other souls. Like the other souls told me something about some like flawed program that's messed up the afterlife of the souls born after a certain amount of years. It's because of their afterlife iCloud scam, isn't it? It's a scam. I fucking knew it was a scam. I told Sam not to fucking. He's in there, isn't he? He's in the fucking iCloud afterlife. Fuck. Can I smoke here? It's weed. Is that okay? Well, if I could dodge the underworld, given the way I died, it doesn't say. They didn't tell you. I had like a kind of accidental, on purpose drug overdose. I just wanted to get annihilated and just like I kind of didn't think I was gonna die, but I wanted to just forget about my shit fucking life. I just found out that my brother had died, suicide. I had a feeling he was not okay, like he was gonna do something like this. I tried to get him to talk to me. No, because he got sucked into this iCloud afterlife bullshit in 2023, year after the AIs came in. Promising, yeah, through the Headspace app, they accessed it. Promising them like an eternal afterlife and like a kind of sort of like metaversey sort of type vibe. They could even like pick out their outfits and where they're gonna live and everything, like a catalogue before they went there. And they were even allowed, like if they paid extra premium, they get to go there even when suicide. Because yeah, because my like half the humans don't believe in afterlife anymore back then when like in 2022, 2000 beyond. Um, they turned magic into a joke with the Harry Potter thing. Anyway, this is what I'm learning about afterlife. I've only been here a day. Okay, so even though half the humans don't believe in the afterlife, there's still a sort of superstition that people who commit suicide are going to go to like hell or purgatory. But the iCloud marketing was like, even if you commit suicide, and even if you're like under 18, you can still get into the iCloud afterlife and like permanently be, you have your consciousness backed up on the iCloud forever. And he's been obsessed with this ever since we saw that show on Netflix, Black Mirror, with the fucking girls that went to the afterlife. Uh, the lesbian ones. Yeah, he's like he's been fixated with it since then. And no, because we used to watch Netflix all the time, man. No, our parents didn't know about parental control. They're too busy. My mum was a nurse and my dad was an alcoholic. So me and my brother are basically at home a lot on our own, raising ourselves. So internet raised us, YouTube, social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, Netflix, all of it. Even some of the dating apps. That's when we started going a bit wonky. Started chatting with older men and things like this. And then when they brought the equity bill out and things like some of the white kids, the boys, my brother included, thought that it would be cooler and more woke for them if they get to be in a disadvantaged group. Like the other kids in the equity demographic with the equity bill, giving all the like non-white kids all these entitlements and privileges and telling all the white kids that they're all privileged and shit and racist. So some of them boys thought it'd be a good idea to become trans, because then they'd get like a bit of a stand and make a bit of a go at the equity fucking bullshit. And then that's when they went online and they start talking to the older men who are like just pedophiles in disguise, pretending to be like them. And just they get suggested links to all these disgusting porno sites, and some of them start doing webcam stuff for money, and then they just end up getting sexualized and more groomed. Not to mention like some of our favorite artists like Cardi B and Doja Cat, the videos we were watching when we were like 10, 11, 12 years old, of like our favourite pop stars dressed in BDSM outfits or dressed up like little sexy little kitty cats doing little gross little fucking oral shit with their mouths and talking about sucking dick and like I had the shit after that video of Cardi B and her boyfriend. I just said to Sam, I said, she's a fucking idiot. I'm not going to listen to her anymore. She's like, her and her boyfriend putting on all these like whip chain kinky BDSM outfits in the video, like BDSM shit, slave submissive stuff. And my brother's like 13 when he's watching this, and like whatever Cardi B wants to do with her boyfriend, they can fucking do it in their bedroom. They don't need to be putting it on the camera like for teenagers and kids to see, who are like the only people that listen to their music anyway. Like no like fucking normal adult with half a brain would listen to that sort of shit. But it was really popular with the trans movement, and like, so there's all this outrageous stuff going on with people with their personalities and their afterlife choices, and that's when the AI invented the afterlife iCloud and started synthesizing everyone's consciousness and souls to the frickin' cloud. And then I just found out now in the underworld, when I got sent there, talking to the other souls, is that some of their friends who they did suicide pact games with weren't there in the underworld with them, and they're like, it's because they fucking couldn't afford. The only reason those people were there in the underworld with me is because they couldn't afford to get into the fucking iCloud afterlife, which only accepts crypto. And it's like, because their parents are working class and they're both parents working 2 jobs. My mum used to come home from work and she used to have to work another job just to pay the bills. She was like an online assessor for health care students. So she's working in health, underpaid, overworked, alcoholic husband, 2 confused kids, one suicidal trans and the other one me, just drug addict. And she just, like, we had no time with her at all. So we were just on Netflix watching all these shows about all these, movies about future pandemics and babies being born half animal and fucking, it was just like, I'm kind of like sad that I died so young, but I'm kind of glad I got out of there when I did, to be honest. It's a fucking shit show. So anyway, what do you want me to do with this Earth Goddesses thing? Tell me. Alright, look, I'll agree to being an Earth Goddess. Like, can I just hang out in here in the afterlife realms? Or do I have to do... Well, I'm kind of like keen to go and get Sam out of the afterlife iCloud. Because he got tricked. Like, from what I'm hearing, it's just a purgatory realm with, like, black voids. No stimulation, no food, no hunger, no contact with family, ancestors, or deities. Like, he's gonna be alone and sad and bored, and he's gonna wonder where the fuck he is and lose track of who he is and not remember his life. Like, he would rather go to the underworld. Trust me, he would rather go to the underworld with all the fucking freaky beings, the earth beings and the inner earth beings and the fairies and the elves and all that shit. He'd rather be there with them, man. Honestly, like, he loved Harry Potter and that. Let him go to the underworld, please. Like, I'll go in there and get him. I heard there's ways. Well, I'm prepared to go to the future timelines. I can help other people get out of there. There might be other goddesses in there. I don't know. Eternity. What do you mean the timelines are different there? Yeah, I've seen Inception, the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, Dream Within a Dream. Um. Oh, so each time he goes into the level deeper in the dream, time is slower up top. Oh, so you're saying like if I go into the future, the simulation's so like thick there, it like so uh overtly like integrated into the world that if I spend a day there, it's like 2 weeks here or something. Or 1 hour is 1 week. Will I come back aged? I won't forget who I am. I'll be there trying to find Sam, and I'll be finding out like prophecy for the Earth goddesses and sending back information. I had a read of the brochure. I kind of get a gist of what Earth goddesses is about. You send people into the past and the future and in different dimensional pathways and parallel worlds, and try and intercept infiltrated pathways and fight evil. Basically, is that what you do? And you make videos for Earth people. Well, have you got a future timeline agent? She's not back yet. How long has it been? 500 years? Fuck, well then you'll be in the future. You'll be like ahead of where I'll be. How far ahead am I going into the future? 1,000 years. Look, I'm willing to do what it takes to go get my brother out of that afterlife place, because he's had a fucking horrible life. His dad wasn't there for him. His dad's alcoholic, basically vacant parent. He's really close to mum, but she had to go and fucking put him into care and school and everything to go to work. Then he got fucked over with the equity bill. All the kids did. Raised by Netflix and YouTube and social media. Didn't even know who the fuck he was. Thought he'd become trans just to try and fit in with the woke kids so he wouldn't get fucking picked on because he's white. And then he fucking committed suicide. And then thinking he was going to the afterlife paradise iCloud. He was all excited about all the little fairy outfits he was going to wear there. I'm not going to let him sit in there by himself, man. I'm going to go and get him. And if I can do other missions for you, I will, okay? But this is my main concern. So, thank you for letting me become a goddess. I feel very privileged, thank you. And, like, please let me go to the future to go and get Sam. When can I go? When can I start?